Hey guys, what's up? This is your boy again coming at you straightforward and direct with another one like the other one, but just a little different. So, this is about change again. This is change, $1 million word, okay? Figure it out, part 2. All right? So, for you viewers who haven't checked out part 1, I'm suggesting, I'm asking you to check out part 1 before you check out part 2. This is part 2, okay? I want to mix you guys up. Um, you know, which one came first, the egg or the chicken? Some say the egg, some say the chicken. I'm gonna assume the chicken came first. So what I don't want to do is I don't want to put the egg before the chicken, right? So check out part 1 first, and then we'll check out part 2. Okay. So first thing first, right? So this is part 2. It's about change again, okay? So change, $1 million word, right? So this is change from a different perspective, from a different angle. Okay, same perspective. I correct myself. It is the exact same perspective because it's dealing with real life. Okay, anyone can relate to, unless you're an alien from outer space, or you happen to be a being on Earth that we haven't come in contact with yet, or we haven't. Our senses won't allow us to detect certain beings that exist around us. Okay, so if you don't fall into that category, then the change that I'm speaking on is it's all the same perspective because we all share life together. Now, um, this is change from a different angle. Now, this angle, this type of change from this angle is specifically dealing with, you know, your acknowledgement and accept you're acknowledging and accepting the fact that, things have a tendency to change for the better or for the worse. Okay, so this is understanding and at times even predicting, you know, these changes that will take place in the near future. Okay, so all of us responsible people, mindful people, okay, who are mindful of our mortal existence, our temporary, existence on this planet Earth, this Earth that's been here for a long time, right, without us, okay, and there was other life forms that was here before we showed up, and they're not here, they're gone. So it's like everyone has their time to lay in the bed and go to sleep. And then when your time is up, someone else is going to be laying in that bed, sleeping in that bed, from one life form to the next, right? So, but you anthropologists can really understand where I'm coming from. So, we understand that as mortal beings, that our life is finite. It's life is short, um, and it's a journey, and you really can't predict what's going to happen next because we share this life with other people who are unpredictable. We share this life with people who are not only unpredictable, they're crazy unpredictable. You never know what they're going to do next. So it's like it's all in the air. All bets are off, you know. The only plan is the best plan is no plan, man. Just take it as it comes, but have an idea of what you want to do with your life and have an idea of where you want things to go. So change. Things have a tendency to change for the better or for the worse, right? So change is gonna come. Are you ready for it? Okay. This is where I'm taking it right now. This is the whole purpose of part 2. All that was just to lead up to this point, okay? Change is gonna come. Are you ready for it? Okay, what preparations are you making for things to change for the better? And what preparations are you making for things to change for the worse? Okay. I was in a survival situation in 2000, from 2016 to 2019. I considered myself to be somewhat of in a survival situation. Okay. And things were not good, and it went from not good to worse. There was changes that took place that affected my life, and I was forced to make changes in the way I lived in order to make it out of, in order to make it out, in order to get out of that situation and for things to get better. I was forced to make changes in my life. Okay, so things can change for the better, or they can change for the worse. And are you giving these things thought? You know, changing for the better is your kids growing up You're getting ready to take them to college, so you're making all this preparation, putting money aside for them to go to college. Change for the better is, you didn't know how to cook. The only thing you know how to do is make microwavable dinners, you canned goods and bologna sandwiches. But now that you got a child here, now that you got a kid, that should motivate you to change how you're living, and it should motivate you to pick up a book and study some recipes or watch some YouTube videos and learn how to cook. Okay, change that sandwich making mentality, that canned good mentality, into a chef mentality. Who gets in the kitchen, whips it out, put these recipes together, and cook something. Okay, so the change that may have motivated that is the fact that you got a kid now, and now you realize, man, I need to know how to cook because I want to make sure that they're eating nutritional meals, right? Why? Because America is junk food mania. Oh my God, there's so much junk food out here, man. And we have the audacity to let our kids and our loved ones run rampant out here, man. And it's just crazy, okay? If if you want to change, a real good change would be to change your eating habits and your diets, not just for yourself, but change it for your kids, man. You know, do it for them, right? Learn how to cook and prepare nutritional meals. Um, Set healthy habits in their life where they would prefer to eat nutritional. They would prefer to eat a healthy meal than a junk meal that's going to contaminate them, stunt their growth and development. It may also make them malnutrition. It could also give them developmental disorders, some mental diseases, and some health diseases, physical health diseases, are actually the cause of being maldevelopment based on poor nutrition, based on poor diets, right? So if you understand that, then you know how it is and how important it is to make sure that you're feeding your children the right stuff. So change. Things have a tendency to change for the better. Things have a tendency to change for the worse, right? So I hope you're ready for these changes that's going to take place. These changes that are taking place in the year 2021, okay? And the changes that are going to take place in the year 2022. There's a lot of changes taking place in people's lives. Some is good, some is bad, right? But are you conscious of this? And your understanding of this should motivate you to prepare for the future. It should motivate you to plan and think ahead, right? And stop living in the moment, man. Like I said, we only have so much time on this earth and eventually it's over. Stop living in the moment, think ahead, and by thinking ahead, you can prepare yourself for these changes that are taking place. And the minute you decide to do that is the minute you decide to take charge of your own life. It's the minute you decide to put your destiny in your own hands.